Welcome back, my dear students of class 10th. Dear students, today you will learn about the another chapter, and that chapter is the heredity and evolution. My dear students, the heredity and evolution comes under a specific science, and that science is called genetics. Dear students, this genetics is the branch of the science, that is the branch of the biology which deals the events and fact and figures of the genes, which are the factors and which are responsible for the transferring character from one generation to other generation, transferring character from parents to the offspring. So my dear students, this science is very interesting. It creates interest among you while studying this. Dear students, this genetics deals heredity and evolution. These are the sub branches of this branch of the biology. One is heredity and there is evolution. So first of all, you have to know the things about the heredity. The word heredity comes from the word heritance, inheritance. Heredity is the science, that is the sub branch of the biology, that is the branch of the genetics, which deals the transferring of the character from one generation to other generation, inheritance of the characters by the offspring from their parents. So there are two words. These two words having so many meanings means transferring the character, that is the heredity. You have to see the difference between the heredity and inheritance. Transferring the character from parents to the offspring, that comes under the heredity. While the word inheritance means acquiring the characters, making its own design, as the design is present inside the DNA of that particular zygote, is called inheritance. It means a new developed zygote, that zygote is able to design its own creature. And how this is capable to design its own creature? It is capable to design its own creature by the help of the DNA which is present inside the zygote, and that DNA, that chromosomes are having the design formula. You can say the design formula. Design formula means the complete design formula that is present inside the DNA or chromosome in the form of genetic sequence. Genetic sequence. Genetic sequence. So this word is important one, and that is very important as far as the heredity and inheritance is concerned. It means heredity is the transferring of the character from one generation to other generation, means transferring of character from parents to the offspring, that is heredity. And inheritance of the character means the character that is get inherited by the offspring from its parents. So that is the vice versa. Heredity and inheritance is the vice versa. Dear students, first of all, the facts and figures of the heredity and evolution genetics, that was experimented by a scientist whose name was respected Gregor John Mendel. Gregor John Mendel was the first scientist. He was the first scientist who done accurate experiments on the principles on this subject, that is later on it is called genetics, and that is why he known as the father of the genetics. So dear students, in this inheritance and heredity, there is another important topic, and that topic is variation. So let it know the variation. Suppose, as you know the structure of the DNA, as you know this structure of the DNA, that this DNA is having the 4 nitrogenous bases. A, T, G, C, A, T, G, C, A, T, G, C, and so on. This is the axis, and this is the double helix. This is the double helix. What happens? This DNA will form this DNA when get unite, when get coiled, it form the chromosomal unit. It forms the chromosomal unit. So what happens? There are different types of the proteins. There are different types of the proteins which are responsible for making the factor. And that factor later on it was known as the gene. So the genetic sequence, ATGC, these are the genetic sequence, the sequence of the protein, specific proteins which are present on this DNA, specific proteins, something like this, another specific protein. So what you are looking here? You are looking here the different types of the protein in the color. And dear students, if a species is having certain genetic sequence, if a species is having a fixed genetic sequence, then during the sexual reproduction there will be the variation in this genetic sequence. Variation in this genetic sequence means there will be slight variation whenever the gametogenesis takes place during the sexual reproduction, or whenever the fertilization takes place during the sexual reproduction, formation of zygote, then there will be the slight change in the genetic sequence of that particular gamete or that particular zygote. And this genetic sequence is very important. The slight change in the genetic sequence, that is very important for the other topic, that is variation. And dear students, variation is required for the adaptation of new organs, development of the new organs in a species, adaptation in the new environment by the species, development of the new species, that is called speciation. So variation when get accumulated in the large amount, then the evolution of the new species takes place. So dear students, this genetic sequence, this variation, that is very interesting thing, and that is coming into the heredity. So my dear students, Gregor Jan Mendel was the scientist. He decided about to do the experiments, and he had chosen the plant, and the plant that is like pea plant. He decided the name of the pea plant is Physum sativum, and the choosing of this pea plant, he chosen the pea plant because this pea plant is having the short duration of time, development of the flowers, development of the seed that takes place within a short span of time. So within a year he can get more than 3-4 crops, 3-4 seasonal cropping pattern. That is why he selected this pea plant. Mendel selected pea plant because of the different characters that he got in this. He decided, he observed 7 characters. 7 traits on which he did the experiment. 7 characters means height, color of flowers, seed size, seed color, flower position, pod color, pod size, pod color, pod color. So dear students, these are the 7 characters. These are the 7 characters that was observed when he saw a pea crop. How the interest get created in the mind of the Mendel? He saw the pea plants, the crop of the pea plant, and he observed that in a field, in a crop field, there are several different types of the colors are in that particular field. Same pea plant that was having the different colors of the flowers, blue flowers, pink flowers, white flowers, different heights of the plant was there, and that observation created the interest in the mind of the Gregor Johann Mendel, and he was bound to do this magical experiment on this topic, that is heredity, and he did a lot in the field of the genetics, and that is why he is called as the father of the genetics. So my dear students, these are the characters. It can say that traits also. Characters can be told as the traits in the language of the genetics. And contrasting traits are that if a plant is having tallness, then that plant may have the dwarfness. So this tallness, this capital T, and dwarfness, this small t, the symbol of the capital T and small t, show the genetic structure of the tall plant and dwarf plant. So the tallness and dwarfness are the contrasting traits. So traits are the characters like height of the plant, color of the flowers, but the contrasting traits are, if a plant is tall, then there may be the chance that some other plants that may be dwarf. If a flower is blue, then other flower color is maybe white or maybe pink. If seed size is round, then other seeds may be wrinkled. So these are the contrasting traits. So these are the 7 traits that decided by the Gregor Johann Mendel when he was doing the experiment on the pea plant. Dear student, in this heredity, several experiments done by the Gregor Johann Mendel, and the first experiment that he did, and that was known as the Mendel's monohybrid cross. And on the basis of the experiment that he did, he proposed the laws, and that laws was called Mendel's law of inheritance, Mendel's law of dominance, Mendel's law of segregation, Mendel's law of independent assortment. These were the laws which proposed by the Mendel on the basis of his experiment that he did. He did these experiments for 7 years. For more than 7 years he did these experiments. And how he did the monohybrid cross? Let it see. So you know some sort of about the Mendel because of he is the father of the genetics. And now come to the experiments done by the Mendel and the findings that you will also learn in the videos, that what he found in his experiment. So let us see the monohybrid cross. Monohybrid cross. This experiment was called Mendel's monohybrid cross. Dear students, in Mendel monohybrid cross, Gregor John Mendel taken one character. Monohybrid means taken one character during his experiment, decided one character for his experiment, and if take the example of that, he taken the character of tallness and dwarfness. Tall plants and dwarf plants. Tall and dwarf plants. So he given the short forms. As the genetic symbols, genetic structural symbols. That for tall plants he given the capital T and capital T. And for dwarf plant, he given the name that was the small t and small t. So these was the pair of alleles. Alleles means these are the genes. Which are showing as capital T and capital T and small t and small t. So dear students, Mendel observed about the transferring the character from one generation to other generation, and he told that some factors are there. One factor is there which is responsible for the transferring characters from one generation to another generation, and later on that factor is called as gene. So let us see if that factor is capital T, small t, that is for the tall plants and dwarf plants respectively. Then what happened? The tall plants produce its gamete. Capital T. These are the gametes. And dwarf plants produce the gamete like small t and small t. So these are the gametogenesis phase. Gametogenesis from tall plants and dwarf plants. Gametogenesis means production of pollen grain and production of ovule in the reproductive part of that plant, that pea plant. The plants taken in the experiment, that was the Pisum sativum. Dear students, this is the gametogenesis phase, and which results the formation of capital T and capital T, small t as a gamete. Now what happened in first generation? When the flowers were in the process of the cross pollination, then what happened? This capital T combined with this small t, this capital T combined with this small t, then this with this and this with possible, and which results this one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This one. So all the plants that was produced in the first generation, the generation that is the F1 generation, that is the phyla. First generation means first phyla generation, and the plant got in F1 generation was hybrid, that was having the mixed character of tallness and dwarfness. But he got all the plants are tall, all tall plants in F1 generation. All the tall plants in F1 generation. But what happened into the F2 generation? Suppose these tall plants having this T and T, then this T and this T. Further, when they produce their gamete, then this T, again this T, and this T. This is the F2 generation. So in F1 generation, all plants are tall but hybrid, having the good quality, and in F2 generation, this tall plants gamete get crossed with this with this, and this with this. One more chance is there. So this is the T and T. This is T and T. This one is T and T, and one more chance is there, that is this one get crossed with this one, and production of this T and T, that was taken place. So what happened into the F2 generation? F2. This is the F2 generation, and in F2 generation he found that this formation of this pure plant gets segregated. This pure plant again gets segregated, but these are the dominant plants, and they are phenotypically they are long, they are tall. So the ratio in between them is 1:2:1. Means one pure tall, two hybrid tall. This one pure tall, two hybrid tall, and one pure dwarf. One pure dwarf was there into the F2 generation. So dear student, this is about the monohybrid cross, and the finding that he got, that this is the genotype ratio. Genotype means the type that is having the genetic structure. This is the genotypic ratio in F2 generation, while the phenotype ratio means looking individually, visually the tall plants were 3 out of 1 dwarf plant. So these are tall, 3 talls are there, and 1 is the dwarf plant. So the phenotypic ratio is 3:1. So he observed the genotype ratio 1:2:1 in the F2 generation, while the phenotypic ratio he observed into the F2 generation, that is the 3:1. 1. So my dear students, this is all about the monohybrid class that is done by the Mendel, taken one character, that is the tallness and dwarfness of the plant. So dear students, let it revise it. We will meet in the next video with the other topic, dihybrid cross and so on. Thank you very much for watching this video.